Okay, we are now recording and we are streaming live on our Facebook page as well.
Okay.
Telling myself, don't pick my nose.
Yeah.
We are live.
No scratching strategic area.
So, well, I'll call the meeting to order. And
Okay.
with that, I just want to make a quick comment. With going live now on Facebook and the Zoom and everything, there's more visibility for us. I don't know how much more, but I just want to make sure we kind of keep the meetings aimed towards the agenda and keep them in line with that.
Okay.
And we all have tendencies at times to go off on our personal things, but with the more visibility, I just want to try and stick really to the agendas as closely as we can. I think that'll be good for us moving forward. So, Peter, can you actually put the agenda up?
Yeah, I would ask also, unless you're speaking, please mute yourself.
Okay. Okay, so item 1, public forum. Anybody have anything? Any public? Okay. We'll move to the minutes of the June 10th meeting. Does anybody have anything with those or anything?
No.
Okay.
No.
Does anybody want to make a motion to approve, or
Motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve minutes.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Item 3 was going to be with Bob.
Ed,
Yes.
could you ask everyone, when you say your motion, would you please state your name at the same time so I know who it is?
Okay.
Okay.
John Siviak, I made a motion to approve the minutes of June 10th, 2020.
Right, and who second?
I'll second it. Tony will second it.
I just need to hear who's there. I don't know who's there at the moment. I have Ed, Peter, John Siviak, John Hall, Tony, or anyone else?
Bob
Great.
Burgers looks like he's joining.
And
Do we have-
Craig is on.
Do we have any wardens here?
I see Greg's name. I haven't heard him.
I'm here.
Okay,
Greg's here.
Greg.
All right. Bob,
Thank
do you want to, we're on item 3, the adopting of the warden's guidelines. Do you want to talk on that? Oh, I see his name, but I don't hear him. So I think Bob and John sent out the copies of the warden's guidelines yesterday.
I mean, I wrote them a couple years ago. We made a couple small revisions to them.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll just put a motion in to approve the MOU. Whether, absent Bob, but I'm sure that he took no issue for
Yeah.
from my understanding.
So you wanted to make a motion to approve, you said, or?
Please. Yes, John Hall for Judy.
Make a motion to approve.
Peter, Charlotte, I
Second.
second.
Oh, okay. Second. All right.
Guideline.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. That was pretty quick and easy. With that, I just want to say, this was started years ago when Allison was still chairman. John and I actually worked on some of the original copies together, and then it moved under Stephen, and we've gotten input from different people, wardens, commissioners at various times, and we're finally getting it finalized so that we have guidelines. These aren't aimed at any person in particular or anything. It's more for protection of the wardens and for the commission to make sure they're doing their job and know what's expected of them, and that we're, that they agree with what their guidelines are and everything. So I think it's good to finally get this finalized and in place. So we can move to commercial activity. I haven't had any commercial activity. I don't know if Peter's had anything come in or.
I have not had anything come in this month.
There might still be a check from Chris Walston at the Town Hall South or between the two town halls somewhere. I will try and make some calls and find that.
That'd be great.
The only thing.
Is it would be, yeah, it'd be great to find out where I don't know if Town Hall is doing much with license sales.
Actually my wife ran this for recreation, but my wife ran them licenses yesterday. They're doing them all by mail.
Yes.
But I'll get to that when we get to recreation. We have bills and correspondence.
Yep.
Ready with bills, Peter?
I am ready.
Okay.
Just a friendly reminder to the commission members and the wardens who are not on this call, but please, Greg, pass it on. If you can get things to me at least the day before the meeting while we're still doing this virtual, then I can be sure I get them counted in the month and get them to finance for payment. I know it's been a little hard on all of us because we're remote, but anything you can do, just email me and find a way to get that information over.
Peter, could you email everybody a blank copy of the form we need to fill out? Because last month I was approved for, it was like $20 for stuff I bought for the boat, but it was approved, but I never had the form to submit it.
So right, so it's still out there, and I have this receipt of West Marine and Page Hardware.
Uh-huh.
So I've been waiting for the form, but we did submit it last month. Let me think about how I get that to you tomorrow. Okay?
No one has a blank copy or a template floating around?
I have the mileage form, which I am just sort of writing in whatever expenses on the mileage form I can get to you.
All right. If one of you guys could just send me something, I mean, it's only $20. I don't really care, but
Yeah, I mean,
it was approved. That's
make
all.
it work. You just gotta write something in over where it says mileage and how many cents per mile. Just write in.
All right. I'll look. I think I probably have them also. I can look for them
Okay.
after this.
Thank you.
And then email it to me, John, because I do have your receipts here. And I was going to inquire about that. So,
Yeah.
Okay. So for the month of July, we are submitting payables as follows. Warden fees, Alan Brown, $1,000. Alan's not on this call. He's given me some input to provide during the warden's report. It was a very busy month with the beaches compromised. There was a lot of activity out in the water. Warden fees, Fred Hill, $320. Schweitzer, trash for Trolley Road, $315. Secretarial services, Nancy, $105. And we had stocking fees for CW Shellfish, totaling $5,084. So total payables to be submitted of $6,824 for the month.
Does anybody have any questions on any of those, or?
No questions.
Okay. Do we want to?
Motion to accept the bills as submitted.
I'll second.
That was Bob and then John, Judy.
John Siviak, not John Hall.
All right, warden's reports.
So I mentioned Alan, I could not make this call. He wanted me to relay. It's been particularly busy. There have been no major issues worth reporting, other than the activity's been very busy and overall very positive on Trolley Road.
Same over at Shell Beach. Chaffinch has been somewhat slow when I've gone by. And over the weekend, there were eight clammers that were clamming when it was closed. So we had to ask them to leave.
Really?
Peter, did you have the report from Fred Hill? He
Yes,
emailed
okay.
it Monday or Tuesday, I think.
Yep.
I saw the email that he sent. I was surprised. He wrote down that there was one day there was 31 people at Grass Island, which I find hard to believe. I think he probably meant Great Harbor, but Great Harbor was also mentioned separately. So I was going to ask him to clarify that.
I think he was going out on the boat. I've seen him down at the marina coming in on the boat. So he might be hitting a lot of spots that way.
Let me pull it up real quick.
Because I don't know if we actually accepted Fred's invoice in the bills.
Yeah, yes, we did.
Oh, okay, sorry. I didn't.
I have it here. I'm looking at his report for June 1st through June 30th. On the 4th, 36 clammers, no violations. There was the 20th, 33 clammers, 51 on the 21st, 3 on the 22nd. There was an interesting report on the 22nd from Fred that clammer at Shell Beach reported that on a previous day he reported to the Guilford police that a bullet was shot over the water near him while he was clamming. There's a police report on file with the Guilford police.
Yeah,
I
he
didn't
had
know it was
mentioned
a
that
fault.
actually at the warden's meeting. He had sort of anecdotally said something about that.
Okay, otherwise, fairly good activity.
They felt it was probably shooting at some sort of varmint or in somebody's yard. I think is what.
Or a drone.
So with the warden's report, I just want to, and we're going to kind of use, in general for wardens, if there's any incidents that are elevated where an outside agency is called, whether it be the police, the Connecticut DEP, anything that's kind of elevated that has to do with a policy versus like a little small clam, undersized clams or over your limit. We're asking that the wardens elevate that to a commission member as quickly as possible, just so that we're aware of it. If something gets called to our attention or we get a complaint, we already know the background on it. And we're going to do that through like a one point of contact. And Peter Charlin is kind of, I asked him, Bob and I asked him, he agreed to be like the liaison kind of between the wardens and that, so they know, okay, this is who I should contact if I feel there's, an issue that they need to be made aware of. Like it's going to go some, more extensive than just some small clams kind of thing. So that's a little bit of a new procedure thing. I'm trying to eliminate miscommunications and anything like that can happen. And that way everybody knows where it should go to and all that.
Yeah, that was part of the, and I'm sorry I came in late, but I know I was coming in right at the end of the Adopt a Warden Guidelines, item number 3. That was part of sort of the highlights part, that anything that gets elevated to an outside authority must immediately be, brought to the attention of a commission member, preferably the liaison person.
Right.
If I understand it from Ed's conversation with me, what the guidelines establish are some boundaries around which the wardens, in representing the Shellfish Commission and the town, they can operate within. And when they hit a situation which is on the boundaries, we want to be sure that they're protected, not left on their own wiles, right? To make decisions that may or may not be in the best interest of the Shellfish Commission or the town, right? So
Yeah.
so that's a means for them to do their job and have the commission and the town behind them with the guidance that they get from us in those
Right.
situations. So they don't actually jump into a situation which may not be a good one.
Right. Or we can at least provide clarity to
Yep.
it. So that's our hope in establishing this.
Yeah, that's the intent, if I understand it.
All right. And also while we're on wardens, I've met Greg Marsh's son is staying at their house / cottage at Shell Beach. And he was looking for some summertime help. Thought maybe being like a part-time warden might be a good thing for him. And I know he's gone out on some patrols with Greg to see like how to do it and all of that, and like, how to approach people and identify yourself and the kind of the whole procedure of it. And I didn't know if we wanted to make a motion, to have him officially become a warden or that, or it's kind of hard to actually meet people. But I've known Hunter for a couple years.
I don't have an issue with it, but I think we're supposed to have him participate in a meeting before we do that.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's.
And it kind of stinks because it goes another month and we're in August now. So
Yeah. I'm sure if he was doing some patrols with Greg and stuff,
yeah,
we can figure it all out, I'm sure. But if that.
I might suggest that one option in these times is that we are, two things are happening. We are recording, and this is public record, and we are also streaming, and it's in perpetuity on our Facebook page. You might consider asking him to complete the participation viewing this meeting, so that the next meeting when he shows up, we could have the approval to proceed and not lose another 30 days. And my sense is this is an electronic meeting. He could do so equally remotely and view it.
Okay. I know he did.
I think I don't have a problem with it. I think either me or me being you, Ed, or Bob Berger should just sit down and kind of talk to him. I know he's gone out with Greg and stuff like that, but just to go over the MOU, the expectations and all that, just so I guess we're covered that we went over everything with him. That's all.
He did attend the meeting. We introduced the guidelines that you all saw to the wardens a week or two ago. We met with Bob and I had all the wardens come over, and he attended that to go over.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's different. I wouldn't have a problem approving it now then. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he sat there, he was able to read all the guidelines and had the opportunity for any questions.
Yeah, I learned a few hours before, and I was like, I got up at like 3 that day to go fishing, so I was sleeping.
So is it possible to sort of approve him provisionally at this point, just so he can go with Greg, and sort of tag along and, shadow him, that we can get him approved as soon as possible?
I don't have an issue with that.
Does somebody
It sounds good.
want to make a motion, or?
Hunter Marsh allowed provisional warden duties.
Before we approve that, could we define provisional? Is that a time frame with an evaluation, or what do we agree to here?
How about for the rest of the summer until he goes back to school?
Labor Day?
Sure.
This would still allow him to go to get paid and go to the HR and get all that
Yeah.
going.
Very good.
I'll second. He made a motion, correct?
Yep.
I'll second it. Tony.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I think that's all I have on wardens. Does anybody else have anything to bring up?
I came in late again. Did we talk about the shirts and the identifying clothing?
Nope. Sorry, forgot about that one also. So one of the things at the little get together we had was having like a shirt that kind of said warden on it. And we went over how it should be identified. I just wanted something, sometimes, if you're trying to yell to somebody from shore or from a boat and you're trying to show them a badge that's 3 inches big, they don't really know who you are.
Yeah, and Fred had told a story about he was trying to show the guy his badge, and the guy was giving him grief about I can't see it, and so it's something to make them a little more clearly identifiable.
So we had Bob actually worked with a printer, I think, or
Yep, I went to Zeus.
basically the shirt will have like a picture of a badge on the front. It'll say Guilford Shellfish Warden with a badge, and the back will say Shellfish Warden. Just something to make them look a little official. We made it.
Again, and to help identify who they are.
Right. And they're like the hunter green color for the town with white writing. So they're identifiable, but it's not like fluorescent green or orange that they're going to stick out. I don't know if you had a price on those, Bob, or
the total invoice was, I actually bought a couple of extras. I ordered a couple of extras, and the total was about $225.
Okay, and that was 2 shirts a warden per warden.
I think I did it with 3 shirts per person, just in case, we get other wardens or somebody, needs another one or whatever.
Okay. And we know it's kind of opposite order, but does somebody want to make a motion to repay Bob for that, or?
Make a motion for Bob to get repaid for the shirts. John Stasiak.
Tony will second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Me especially.
All right, now I think we're done with wardens.
I think we're done.
Okay. Subcommittees. Recreation, license sales, I've been getting right up until the closure. The town hall was providing my phone number to anybody that wanted a license faster than they could get it with snail mail. That's still the only way the town hall is doing it. So I have a bunch that were pending basically right up until the time when we got closed. People wanted to go that weekend, and then we got closed. I know other people had said Captain Morgan was out of licenses when they went there, and he's never called and requested licenses. I don't know what the story is there, and I got tied up today and could not get the report from him and the check from him. I meant to go over there at 4:30, and I literally hung the phone up, and then I talked to Peter 2 seconds later at 5:30 and realized I had forgotten. So that's it. But from what I've seen, there seems to be a lot of interest. People are looking to go out and go clamming still with all of this. And been a lot of kind of meeting people, taping licenses to the front railing of my porch. My wife's met a bunch of people, and been a little hectic. But that's all I had on recreation.
I collected licenses from Dee's today. I tried getting them sooner, but he's been really busy. So I think we should include that in receivables.
Okay. All right.
I'll bring it down to the nice lady at Town Hall probably Friday. I got to work tomorrow. So you guys ready for this? The tally? So we got 29 non-resident licenses, 8 non-resident seniors, 6 residents. And
Oh, 29 res, 8 res senior. Go ahead.
6 residents and 1 resident senior. And minus the when you take the big away, it comes out to $3,637. $3,637.
Wow.
Is this from D's?
That was good for you.
And he said that he's jamming and selling them like left and right. I had to bring him more last week. So
Is that in check that you have?
no, it's all cash. They don't take check or credit cards there. They're cash only. So
Could could you bring that to me? Because then I can include it with the submission of all the receivables
Can I drop it off to you right after the meeting?
today?
Sure. Is
Yeah,
that okay?
yeah. You know where I am?
No. What's your address?
815 Nut Plains Road.
Oh, now everybody knows it's public.
Okay.
It's on the website. All right, I'll be there. You're like 5 minutes from me. I'll just run down there.
I will say that the town hall has requested, or we dropped off more licenses for them. So they are doing a bunch of snail mail. So.
Good.
Yeah, I think license sales are holding up nicely under the circumstances. I don't know, sort of year to date where we were. I know that it's sort of a new financial year, but I think we're doing okay.
I think so too, from what I've seen. I've actually seen a lot of people that have never clammed before or haven't clammed in 20 years asking about licenses again. So
I have a lot of people calling me. I'm not sure if Town Hall is giving me the number. They're getting it from the Facebook page, but I have a lot of folks inquiring about them. I sold one. I'm pretty sure it was I might even have one in my glove box. I'm not even sure. I'll include it in next meeting if it's there, if I didn't include it in the last, but I've had people inquiring about them.
all right, water sampling.
Water sampling was done today. I have water samples in my garage as we speak. They'll be submitted to the BOA office tomorrow morning. Should be, completed and hopefully approved by Friday midday, and we should be open for the weekend.
Could Dennis Johnson shoot an email out to our vendors about the closure in response to the sewage leak in the Mill River?
There was the town of Guilford made a statement on Facebook.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which I posted on our commission page. Don, I don't know if that'll help.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what water sampling they're doing.
They always do a weekly sample of the town beaches.
Okay.
I was wondering, Bob, how the samples come out for Indian Cove? They came out right since last month. Last month they were okay.
As far as I know, they were okay. The last one I did was
Okay,
beginning of June.
Yeah, beginning of June. Yeah.
We were open all the way through until we got closed last Friday with the rain.
Okay.
We were open, so as far as I know, they're okay.
I'm just asking that in case because they're using that back beach quite a bit now. Since they have a limited amount of people going to Jacobs Beach, a lot of people using that back beach now.
Yeah.
For recreation, but recreation's higher. It's only 100. It's 102 versus our 14. So if your samples are good, it's good for them for swimming.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow after Friday afternoon when they come back.
Yeah, their lunar is 102 on the fecal coliforms versus 14 for us.
Okay. I was going to ask you about that when it came up about the parking there, because there's a lot of heavy equipment in the parking area for that beach, so there's no room for anybody to go clamming. There's no room for anybody to park.
It's tough. There's no place to park really. It's free for all. It's kind of really. In fact, I had an accident there myself. My car rammed.
Do they have any idea when they're going to be finished in there?
They're doing some final paving on this. I'll bring this up later, but I'll bring it up now. Is doing some final paving on Lower Road sometime this week. They're digging the road up, but erosion control's in place and it's working out well.
Okay. Sorry to get off.
Until they finish over in Mulberry, they're going to keep. They've moved all their trucks from old Statesman's Head Road over to here just to store them. It's they don't want to run the trucks back and forth all the time.
Right.
Okay. So hopefully we get good samples and we can open Saturday morning at 6 a.m.
Yes. Other than that, water samples are fine. They rejected a sample delivery that I did about a week ago because I dropped the samples off at about midnight on my way to go fishing, and somehow the samples had gotten disturbed in their cooler overnight and were overturned. I don't know what happened because they were perfect when I dropped them off. So we're behind one open sample, but I should be able to get that made up in the next couple of days. The weather stays good.
All right. Thank you. The boat, John?
It floats. It's repaired. I asked, Fred's been out on it a few times. I asked him how it is. He said that it's not listing, and the repair seems to be adequate. It's not taking water in.
I looked at it today and it was fine.
All right. Good catch and good fix on that, everybody.
Can I ask, it may be related to the boat, the old engine? I saw there was an email went out on our options to dispose of it.
Yeah, we have that down at the bottom.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, yeah.
We will get to it. Stocking. I don't think we have anything new there. I submitted the bills for the stocking we did. I think it was back in, I forget when, May or June. Yeah.
Are we anticipating any change in the stocking going forward?
I don't think so. Not that.
Okay. I was going to call the ARC guy tomorrow just to make sure that they are on track. I haven't spoken to them since, I don't know, February probably. So I just want to make sure that we're still in good shape with them.
All right.
So I just wanted to be sure that the order is the same and everything else is on track.
Yep. Thanks. I think it's all the same. So.
Okay.
Okay. Finance.
For the month of July, we'll be submitting total of $4,567 of accounts receivables. All of this being commercial licensing. The Allen and GSC, $800 cash, 3 res senior, 8 res, 7, 800 cash and 130 in check. 3 res senior, 8 res, 7 non-res, 2 non-res senior. We also have $3,637 from D's, cash, 29 non-res, 8 non-res senior, 6 res, and 1 res senior. And I think you're muted.
I'm muted.
Yep.
So that sounds good. I think it's a little low because I forgot to get Captain Morgan's today.
Right, we're missing a portion of it
with his lag. So
I didn't go to the fishing factory this month either. They don't usually sell all that many though compared to D's. I don't think it would have made a huge difference.
okay.
I was on vacation last week too.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to special projects.
Okay, I have one, might be interested in some of you guys that still got kids in school. I have the plan that was given by Governor Lamont for opening of schools this coming September 8th. If anybody's interested, I'll be willing to email it to them. Just let me know at the end of the meeting if you want me to email it to you. It has some good websites, especially for involving opening of schools, but also from general informational things on COVID-19.
I'd like to see it, John, if you can send it to me.
Sure.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Any other special projects? Okay. Let's go to signs.
Signs. Locks are giving me a little bit of a hard time. I'm nursing them as best I can. When I purchased them, the sales girl that I spoke to said that they would definitely hold up under salt water and adverse conditions, but unfortunately, like I said, a couple of them I have to actually bring a screwdriver and a hammer to force them open, but I've been lubricating them each and every time I go out there. In fact, I had to replace the one at Shell Beach because it hadn't been open for quite a long time. As you know, we haven't closed Shell Beach in a while. So I replaced that lock, and I lubricated it pretty good. So just that I'm nursing them as best I can. Other than that, everything's good.
If they get bad, real bad, probably think about just getting new locks.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
Again.
I have a model lock. It's one I've had out on the fence here on a gate. It's been out there probably 10 years at least. No lubrication, anything. It works fine.
Really?
I know it's not technically salt water, but we do have you do get a salt content in the air here and stuff.
Yeah.
So I can give you the make and model of that if we go that route.
Okay.
Anything else on signs?
No.
Okay. Website?
My comments, thanks again to everybody that takes the time and puts content on the website. We continue to increase the number of followers and likes, and there's been some shares of content we've put out there. So that, continuing to get awareness on the commission, the benefits that we provide the communities really is powerful stuff. So again, thank you.
Okay. And that's, I noticed like when it rains, even if we don't close, all of a sudden the page will get more views on it. That kind of thing. I have some app that monitors it, but it seems like days it rains, all of a sudden you get 10 views on it. Probably people trying to check, see if it's open or if they get the number to call or whatever. But I've noticed that kind of trend. Thank you, Peter, for keeping up with that. Land Acquisition Commission.
We had a meeting last month. The only information I can give out was that we had 2 parcels of land at Twin Bridge Road that were supposed to be transferred to the town. Apparently it fell through, so the town is not acquiring these 2 parcels, very small parcels. It's going to stay with the original people towards Madison. That was about the only thing that I could report out of the committee.
Okay. Sea Grant.
I checked the Sea Grant. They have an addition of rack lines. Go to their website. You can get a copy of it. It's pretty good. It's pretty interesting. Tessa Getchich went to a South American country to do some teaching, and it was quite a good article to read.
Okay. Harbor Management. Keith's not here.
I haven't heard anything new.
I haven't heard on anything. Docks, moorings, other potentially impacting projects.
I'll just restate again. It was lower road being paved down at Indian Cove. Erosion controls are in place around the clamming areas.
Okay.
One thing I mentioned to Alan last Saturday or Sunday morning, I went to trolley with a couple of friends to Shellfish. We're walking back in, of course, I slammed my shin into a mushroom, and it was attached by chain to another mushroom, and it just was ancient stuff abandoned near the shore. So my buddy and I pulled them over and put them over in the rocks on coming into the parking area, and let Alan know. I was surprised to find, even at this day, with people going in and out, there were abandoned mushrooms that you could hurt yourself on.
Yeah, there's been and I reported it to the Marina or Harbor Management. Somebody had put some sort of new mooring down, and I think it was actually done with old mushroom anchors. They just had a boat fender tied to it, and I'd sent pictures through Fred Hill to the Harbor Management before last meeting, and I noticed the fender was gone, so they might have just left the debris there. But I have found them there in the past also.
Yeah, that's probably what we found. We found 2 mushrooms tied with chain.
Yeah, and they had done it last fall. They had put it in there, and then it was there for a while this spring. But it sounds like somebody did something with it now.
Yeah, it was an unlicensed mooring.
Okay. So now we can move on to old business. Quick on review of Shellfish Management Plan. I'm still waiting on the state. That's probably going to be December when they get to us on that. It's going to be like when they do the yearly report, and they're waiting on the yearly report and statistics. They're hoping to get some of our areas moved up to 1.5 inch or 2 inch closures, which like Madison happened last year. They feel we qualify for it. They just need to get the actual statistics that's why they're kind of dragging their feet a little bit. They're trying to actually help us in the long run by getting a higher rainfall total to close it. That's all I have on that. And then selling of the old boat motor. I didn't actually see the email that I think Peter was talking about.
John, you sent it out. John Hall, you sent out the guidelines as to what the selling of Old Town property requires?
Yeah, Rod at the marina sent it to me because they've had to do stuff like that in the past. And apparently you're supposed to just reach out to a couple different town departments to see if they want it. And if they don't, you keep a track. You just keep the email saying that you made an attempt to offer it to another department, and then you're free to get rid of it however you want, including Craigslist or whatever. There's nothing about auctioning it. You're just supposed to offer it to another department or a few other departments.
Oh, all right. Well,
Okay.
we should do that just to try and get rid of the thing.
Yep,
Where is the thing now?
it's under Ed's playground.
Oh,
So yeah, we can figure out what department, how many we have to do, and get that.
I say we offer it to Public Works, to the marina. The marina doesn't want it. They're very clear on that. But
yeah.
we
Fire
just,
department.
Land acquisition.
that's it.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can send it. I mean, send an offer to all the town committees or whatever.
Yeah, just send an email, whatever. We plan on getting rid of this. If you have interest in it, let us know.
Do we establish a fair market value when we do that communication?
That I think that's
I don't think you have to do that. What Rod gave us or whatever made no mention of that. I think that we should just put it on Craigslist or eBay or something. And
yeah. I was going to say, do we want to do an auction or do we just want to sell it outright? And that would be the final question. So
How bad do you want it out of your yard?
I don't know. I'm never home.
Right. So I think if we can just, decide on a price, so like whatever, $1,000 or whatever we think it's worth, and just sell it outright, get rid of the thing.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get the first step done, and hopefully we can get a price and figure it out for next meeting and
Okay.
within the month.
All right.
All right. Item 9, new business. Anybody have anything they want to bring up or anything?
No.
Crickets.
Oh,
Okay.
all of a sudden I can, my view on the screen just changed, so now I can see the top of your head much more clearly.
Yeah, I can see the screen right on my screen right now.
Right.
Okay. So item 10, everybody's favorite.
Adjourn.
Anybody want to make a motion?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion and we adjourn.
Second.
Aye.
All in favor?
I
Right.
Okay.
Peter, I'll be at your house in about 10 minutes.
All right, we'll see you. Thank you, everyone.
Guys.
Okay, take care.
All right, good night.